Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening from wherever you're watching from. Wanyama Henry is my name from the Culinary School Uganda, representing Uganda in the Young Chef Olympiad 2022. The last time we did something interesting, we did the Rolex. You know, in my country we do not wear it, we eat it. And this time, which would be our national dish. However, in Uganda we have different regions and every region has a different staple food. So today I am choosing the central region to do the matoke because we are called the Matoke Republic. So I'm going to do something with this matoke. This ideally is from the central, though it comes also plenty from the west. And before I continue, I have Chef Ernest here. He's going to be my assistant, helping me to peel the matoke. But also I need to take you through the journey of what I'm going to do. To start with, of course, the main ingredient is going to be the matoke. And then I also have, you see I have different unique things here. I have banana leaves. These also come from the same plant. So these are the leaves of the matoke. These are fresh ones. Then I have what in my country we call empombo. This is a smoked version of this. The purpose of smoking it, one is for preservation, but also to intensify the flavor of whatever it is we're going to do. So when I'm cooking my sauce, I'm going to cook it in these smoked dry leaves and you will enjoy them. Then I also have banana fiber. In my language, it is called ebyai from the central. These also come from the same plantation. And then something very interesting here. In my language, we call it echikolokomba, but I could not find the real name for it in English, but in Luganda, we call it echikolokomba. I'm sure you're trying to do some tongue rolling, but just one more time, echikolokomba. And all this comes from one plant, so you can imagine. So this will be for the food, and then for the sauce, I'm going to have, here what I have is the pride of Lake Victoria. Still, in my language, it is called emputa. Then I have ginat paste. This is ideally ginats. In some parts of the country, they incorporate or they add some sim-sim. They pound it in a mortar. You pound it and you get ginat paste. I will put some onion, spring onions, and something from celery family, celery, just to intensify on the flavor. But ideally, this is what I have for us today. And the cooking time, I don't know if you have the time to wait, but it cooks for at least 4 hours for you to get something very nice. So at the moment, I'm going to ask Chef Ernest here to help me with the peeling of this matoke. It's fingers like this, but he's going to peel them. While he's peeling and working on that, I am going to be working on the sauce because all this is going to cook together. The issue is the style of cooking, which is very interesting and very intriguing. So while Chef Ernest here is helping me to peel my matoke, I am going to be working on the sauce. So I'll need some water. What usually happens, because it is smoked, so it is kind of dry and tough. So the best way to have it well done is you can break it or dismantle it. Some people would like to take it off the bone, like to fillet it, but it doesn't matter whether it's on the bone or off the bone, no problem. So you break it, different pieces, depending on how you want to work with it. And then after dismantling it, you soak it. So you can soak it for as long as 30 minutes, an hour, for it to soften so it is not chewy when it's cooked through. The very water that we're using to soak is what we shall use to mix the paste, you know, and then cook it. The purpose is not to lose our flavor. Now, while my fish is soaking there, I'm just going to cut my onion. The onion can be finely chopped. So I want to first of all set up for the matoke. Then as I'm doing that, my fish here is soaking. So ideally, you will need the banana fibers. You set this in the basket. You make like a cross. And then if you want your dish to be really firm, not to fall apart and everything, then you can make another one. And the interesting bit about the dish you're making is that in some of the cultures, this is one of the ways they test the young girls if they're really ready for marriage. So if you can do what I'm going to do and you set it properly and the food comes out very nice, then the assumption is you're well trained from home, so you're ready for marriage. So you set like that. So the first one, we set it like this. The second part, we set it like this. And you can see it's a whole project all together. This is where our food is going to sit. I can't explain the scientific reason behind this, but usually the first piece, they either break it, and then the rest, they just place it. And then now we start to cover our food, starting with the inner one. And then so after setting like that, then now we tie. So we hold everything together. It's like a package, like a gift. Just to make it a little bit neat, so it doesn't look ugly. So ideally, this is the package of the matoke. So we set this, and we set it on the side. Now, here is also another beauty and magic altogether. So this is going to be for the sauce. I'm going to wrap a nice, beautiful package, and you will love it when we serve it. Now, to make sure that my water doesn't seep through, I'm going to use 2 or 3. But remember, it's long, so we fold it. So these are 2 layers. Same with this. That means I have 4 layers. I cannot lose my sauce that will be in here because it's all well protected. So I'll set that aside. As you can see, the water has changed color. Now, our fish here, you remember when I demonstrated, it was all tough and just breaking, but as you can see now, it's just opening and getting off. You see the bones just falling apart. If I can also use this, the bones can just come out. This is optional, but you get a small, nice banana fiber and you tie it. Now, this will hold everything in place. However, it's not a must. You could leave it out. But for me, I'm going to tie it to give you the real deal. Place that there. Pick a few other pieces. But mine are still intact, so I may not tie everything. Place them. Now, still, just to explain a little detail. If we discard this water, we're losing a lot of our flavor. You can see. So I'm going to use this very one to make something liquid from this paste and then pour here. Let me just dig in. So what I'm trying to do is I want to dissolve this paste in here. So ideally, this is what we have. And I am going to pour all this. I think that will be enough. I don't want to put too much. The variety of vegetable or aromatics that you put here depends on what is available. So for me, it's the onions, the spring onions, and a touch of celery. The seasoning, everything will mix together. We don't have to stir. Again, as I told you, when my mom taught me, she said you measure with your palm and your eyes. That's the best measurement. At this moment, I want to show you how we wrap it. Remember, it's always good to be very, very keen. This is how we can know if you are a patient person or if you are an organized person. So I will hold my beautiful, nice package like this. Remember what I told you? Nothing is dripping through. Continue like this. Bring this together. So it's a nice, beautiful package. Now, allow me to take this basket away so you can see the other thing is that now we need to wrap it. So if it's a ribbon or whichever you're going to use, but I am using the banana fiber. So everything from the bananas, the banana leaves, the banana fiber is from one plant. So it is secured, nice, beautiful package. Again, you never know what is there. It's like a mystery package. It could be peanuts, it could be mushrooms, it could be chicken or fish. So this is now done. Now the magic is in the cooking. And this is where again patience comes into play. During festive seasons, Christmas, Easter, this particular meal would cook for ideally 8 to 9 hours. I'm sure you're wondering, is this guy going to keep us here for 9 hours? No, I'm going to cook for 2 to 3 hours because, you know, it's for presentation purposes. But for you to get the best, it should be between 8 and 9 hours. I have a pan here. Now, you may be wondering why this pan is like this, but it's because this particular dish that I'm doing is supposed to be done on firewood. For purposes of presentation, I will do it on gas here. So this, I'm going to use it just to... Now, what I'm trying to do here, we're going to cook by steaming. So none of our items is going to touch the water. So we put this to raise the levels of our items, but we're going to do this by steaming. So we don't want the water to get in here. It's going to cook by steam. We don't want extra water in here. It's also going to cook by steam. So I'll put here, and I'm going to ask Ernest, please get me some water. So I will put this. I'm going to put my water till the level of the kolokomba. So after setting it up like this, we pick our nice, beautiful package here. Remember, we have matoke in here. Now, it depends. If it's a function, you have 50 people, 30 people, 500 people, you can do as much depending on the number of people. So for me, what I've done can serve up to maybe 5 people. And then when you set like this, we have our beautiful, nice package here. Place it here. And then the party is how to wrap this. So ideally, this is our finished product ready to go on fire. You can use another saucepan to cover. You can use the basket to cover. Choice is yours. So at the moment, I have my fire going here, and I'm going to put this on fire for approximately 2 to 3 hours for us to get a very nice product. Once again, Chef Henry from the Culinary School Uganda, representing my country Uganda and my school here at the Young Chef Olympiad 2022. It's ideally around 1.5 or 2 hours. I've been here sitting and waiting. But as you can see, the steam that is coming from here, this is now how the neighbors and people in the environment can tell that something special is happening at the neighbor's home. Now, if you remember, when we set up, the banana leaves were green, and now they've changed color. So for now, get ready for the party. Just this style of cooking will test your patience, will test your endurance, will test your levels of organization, and this is one of the trickiest bits that we are going to now. If you didn't set it up, it will be hard for you to know where to start from, okay? I love this. So I have this water here. The reason you always have cold water on the side is because it is hot. As you saw, it came from the fire. I love the aroma and I'm very excited already. Woo! Do you remember our nice, beautiful package? Here it is. No liquid, nothing dripping through. We held it intact together. So I'm gonna, Chef, can I have a plate? This is ready to go, ready to serve, but it's not serving time yet. So I will keep it there. Then, do you remember our package? We wrapped it very well. So because it's hot, so this is the time we're going to press it, then make like a beautiful, like, not a paste, it should be like a dough or something like that. It is hot. Now, to many young ladies out there, this would be a big test. So we are kind of mashing it. And then I'm going to put this back in the pan. Let it cook for another 1 hour, and then you're going to see the magic that's going to come out from here. So now I can just keep this on top. I don't have to put it back inside. It's cooked through. Remember, the fish was smoked, so it was already cooked. It has been on fire for 1.5 to 2 hours, so I may just have to keep it here, put my basket back, and put it back there for another 1 hour. Once again, Chef Henry from the Culinary School Uganda, representing my country here as the mentor from the Culinary School Uganda in the biggest Chef Olympiad, the Young Chef Olympiad 2022. Now, this is the time to serve. Everything you've seen, the whole project of putting together this meal is coming to an end, and this is the time to serve. So I'll pick my pan. Chef, can I have maybe 2 plates, please? So I am having this. I don't know how they call it in English, but it's called a kabega. So I will leave it there. Just having fun in the kitchen. And our nice, beautiful package. So this is ready to go. This is 1 serving for 1 person. Now, I just want to make it a little bit neat, so I'm going to reduce on the... I'm going to pick it up. I want to pick it up from here and just place it in the basket. Ooh, ooh. When time to serve comes, like I said, it's a beautiful, nice package. This is how you open it up. Wow. Remember the test of patience. Woo. Look at this. So this is what they would use to I'm gonna get some more. Now, there's a magic to this style of cooking and wrapping that they can keep this food here off the fire for approximately 40 minutes to an hour, and you get the same product every time you serve. And then I have my beautiful, nice package here of the sauce. Again, the contents of these are only known to the recipient of this nice, beautiful package. And so this is the time to unveil what is in there. So take that off. Oh. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This is our beautiful, nice smoked fish wrapped in a luombo and cooked on top of the matoke. And the matoke ideally is supposed to be like this. Now, the quality is tested by how, not sticky, but it has to be elastic. Like, you see that? It has to be elastic. And this is ideally how our traditional luombo and muumbo of matoke would be prepared in the central region. I'm going to show you how this whole dish would look like ideally. But this is the best, if you remember. And I'll pick maybe a piece, place it there, get some sauce over there. I love it already. So, this would be our matoke served with peanuts. But this is just to show you, if you're going to have to eat this meal, this whole package is supposed to be in front of you. So you pick the food, as I said, and then oh my goodness. You need to come and join me, I'm telling you. Once again, Henry Wanyama is my name, chef and mentor from the Culinary School Uganda, representing Uganda here at the YCO 2022. I'm very glad to have shared with you one of our staple meals from Uganda. Hope to see you around and have a blessed new year.